Hello everybody, we're back. Welcome to Outcasts to Icons.
Going high, she keeps going low. At the end of the day, she's gone. But you don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. And I keep going high, she keeps going low. At the end of the day, she's gone. But you don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. And you can tell it now.
Hi guys, and welcome back properly to a brand new series on the channel, Outcasts to Icons. Now, those of you who are massive OGs of the channel will remember that we actually did this save many moons ago, back when I was a young whippersnapper, as it were. Back on, I think, FM 15, we did OTI the first time around. The rules will be slightly different this time around, more similar to the one I did on stream last time around. But don't worry, we're going to go through all of that in a second. But thank you for joining me. If you are looking forward to this series, it'd be awesome if you could smash the like on the video, frankly. It just helps out with that YouTube algorithm nonsense. If we could get it to 1,000, that'd be actually ridiculous, to be fair. But hey, why not try? Thanks in advance. And if you're new to my content entirely, or you just haven't had a chance to check out the streams yet, hey, maybe do that as well. I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday mornings from 11 till 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So yeah, it's a good fun. We have a good time over there as well. So go check that out. Link in the description. Now, I imagine the question that you're all asking, or most of you are probably asking, is what is Outcasts to Icons? Well, I'ma tell you. Now, obviously, the slight clue would be in the title and the intro. Essentially, it is a European Journeyman save, but with a twist. Many twists, in fact. There's a lot of twists. The first of which, of course, is fairly sort of standard for your Journeyman malarkey, and that is that we have no coaching badges, we have no reputation, no nothing. You see our manager. This is Kim Min, by the way. I am not him, as you can probably tell. However, he won the manager poll. He was an absolute god on my last Bolton save. It broke the Premier League goal scoring record in the end, which was absolutely ludicrous. So he won the poll. He will be the manager of the save. He was a Korean star. However, of course, he's shed all of that now to become a sort of no-name manager in the backwaters of European football. Have a bloody lovely time with it, no doubt. But you can see from his attributes that he is not exactly a world beater in any department, really. And fitness of one. I mean, man can barely walk. And the idea is that we're going to try and win the Champions League. As per. The difference is here, we're not allowed to try and do this with any side that has ever won or been in a final of a European competition. And that includes Cup Winners' Cup, Champions League, Old Style Champions League, Europa League, UEFA Cup, and technically Europa Conference League as well, even though that ain't started yet. Because otherwise it could just turn into a save where essentially you're just trying to get the PSG job so you can get all the money and win the Champions League. That's not fun for me, personally. So that's the sort of big twist on it. Now, the other thing about that as well is the teams that are ineligible, as it were, are completely dynamic in the sense that they will be updated throughout the save. You'll see in the description, if you want to try this out for yourself potentially, there is a spreadsheet that massive shout out to I Love Slugs over on Twitch for producing this spreadsheet when we did this on FM 20 on stream. It's very in-depth. It shows you all the teams that have been in European finals since they existed. We excluded the Intertoto Cup because that is an absolute minefield. And this will be updated every single year as we go along the save. So there's a few quite high-profile teams, Leipzig, for example, that have never been to a European final, obviously. They're one of the more high-profile jobs. But should they reach a European final at some point during this save, before we get a chance to potentially manage them, then they are off the table. We are no longer allowed to manage them. And that means that technically, the longer the save goes on, the more difficult it could potentially get. And that's the beauty of it for me. It's more fun that way. In addition to that, I've basically switched on like 100 leagues. I think it was 108 in the end. Virtually every nation in Europe has at least one division switched on. There's a couple like Andorra and San Marino that don't, because most of the teams were semi-professional or amateur, and believe me, it wasn't worth having those switched on just because of the impact it had on the game speed, weirdly. I don't know why, but it did. So we've got most leagues switched on, at least one division, if not 2 or 3 in some nations, sometimes even go down slightly further. England I've not focused on too much because I kind of want to avoid England in general, just because, you know, this is the first save I've done on YouTube outside of England since Huesca. And you might also notice that we're on the 11th of April, 2021. Have a look at your watch. Oh, I know, it's magic. I know. I decided that we'd start the save directly on the day that we were going to start the first video, because obviously, if you start the save at the start of the save, the same jobs are available every single time, because that's how FM works. So I figured if we simmed into the future a little bit, it would open up different job applications that are a bit more randomized, so we can kind of get a bit more of a feel. I haven't looked at any of them yet. Once the sim stopped, I basically just went straight to the profile page. We're going to have a little gander in a minute. Gander, and have a little look-see. We'll have a proper job hunt tomorrow, but we'll have a little peruse before the end of the video, don't worry. And I guess I have a question for you lot as well in the comments section, and that is quite simply, who do you want to see me managing this save? It literally could be anyone in Europe. Anyone. quite well. I mean, not anyone, as we've already established, not anyone, but most people. So let me know in the comments who in this save you'd like us to randomly end up managing at some point. Let me know why, of course. I'm always interested in people's reasoning behind this sort of stuff, but I'm very interested to see, be it your local club, a team you've had an amazing time with on FM. Let me know. I'm curious. And last but not least, slight changes to the schedule with the video uploads from this moment onwards. There's going to be 6 videos a week of this save, Sunday through Friday, essentially. So no video on Saturday, unless there's like an analysis video, which is something we do at the end. That may or may not happen depending on when they fall, essentially. But that will allow me to put more effort, and I really do want to be able to put more. I'm going for quality over quantity, and I really do think that's important now. And I just want to have a bloody good time with this save, and I hope you'll join me along for the ride as well. I mean, Kim, he's bought himself a second-hand car. He's chilling in sort of, he's on the Dalmatian coast. He's rented himself a little dinghy. He's just bobbing about, having a lovely time, looking for a football club to manage, and hopefully we can help him find that. I don't know why I chose the Dalmatian coast. I was thinking about dogs. In previous iterations of Outcasts to Icons, we have specified that we used to play the Christmas Tree of Doom tactic. This time around, I want to be more flexible, sort of just fit the players that we have, not be too dogmatic. We did that with Bolton. Mix things up, try stuff out, see what happens. That's part of the fun. I'm not so worried about getting sacked in these saves while I'm trying to try stuff out, because of course we just move on to somewhere else, and that's kind of the point. So as you can see, 0 reputation, essentially 5% is what you start with. That's something we're going to be looking to update with, you know, coaching badges, winning things. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? He's not known for anything, obviously. Weirdly, the game has decided that we have 70% tactical consistency. What I'd say is we have been extremely consistent with the lack of tactics that we've played in the no matches that we've managed. So hey, let's just have a quick gander now at the jobs available. Why the hell not, eh? So there's a reasonable amount of jobs currently up for grabs right now. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean we'd be able to get most of them, but there's a fair few in nations that are, you know, intriguing to me, you might say. Some of them don't even have leading candidates. There's a few jobs going in Albania. I think that might be the 2nd division. Armenia have got a couple available. Austria in the lower divisions. Moik over in Azerbaijan, they're available. Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to walk into a job at Applewell. That's not going to happen. We're not going to be able to walk into a job at Norgeland. Those are not going to be available to us. We're going to have to be looking at teams like Ajax. Well, okay, I say Ajax. If you ordered Ajax on Wish, this is the team that you would get in the post. But you never know. There could be world beaters in here waiting for us to manage. Not sure I particularly want to manage TB. That seems like a lot of work. But the key thing is there's plenty of options here, and one of these teams is gonna, well, there could be more. Now, obviously, with us being right towards the end of the season, a lot of teams will probably be shedding their managers for the new year. However, we're not at the very end of the year, so I would expect us to hopefully be taking over a club either towards the very end of a season with low pressure environment, or with the aim to start of the following season. Now, I'm happy to take over halfway through and try and rescue someone. That's part of the fun. Or we could find ourselves in a league that runs through the summer, and it might just be at the very start of the season. You just don't know, do you? Our first job in Europe could be any of these teams. It could be a team that hasn't sacked their manager yet. And that's the beauty of this save. And tomorrow, coming up, we're going to be doing sort of, well, essentially like not live, but like I'll just record myself doing the job hunt, because there's going to be a lot of stuff to go through. I don't know where we'll end up managing, but I can't wait to find out, to be honest. Predictions, I suppose. Where do you think we're going to end up with our first job? I suspect it's going to be somewhere like an Estonia, an Albania, or Austrian 3rd Division. We're probably not good enough for the Austrian 3rd Division, to be honest. I am drawn to the Wish.com Ajax, though. But only time will tell. So join me tomorrow for that, and the Odyssey will begin as we begin the journey of Outcasts to Icons. I guess Outcast to Icons 3. So if you have enjoyed this little intro to the series and you're looking forward to tomorrow's video where we finally begin the job hunt, drop a like on the video. That'd be excellent. If you are new to my content and this is the first time you've experienced, I say experienced, bore witness to this, then do subscribe if you have enjoyed it. And also, of course, like I said, do follow over on Twitch as well. Got a lovely old time going on over there with Tromsø in the Norwegian leagues, trying to build a nation with them as well. So I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, and let the fun begin and let the icons become made. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.